Bugatti Chiron or Chiron Championship. Let's take a look, shall we? This event is going to run through, May 25th, Saturday. That is, if you're on the eastern side of this hemisphere. In my case, it will most likely end on the 24th, Friday. So once again, check your time zone, check your schedule, and plan accordingly, right? So let's see. Championship, the usual message, 100% completing to win the car. And I believe the 120 gold was the reward, right? Along with the car. And of course, we're not just going to get it for free. We have to spend a decent amount of gold in upgrades to meet the PR requirements. Combining iconic style with terrifying speed. All right, we'll see. It's only terrifying if you cannot stop. You know what I mean? And, well, hopefully it's combined with the decent grip and decent brakes in the game. Anyway, here's the 25% increment reward breakdown. So the 25% completion is tier 4 for 15 gold. And we all know this car's gonna, any gold upgrades on this car is gonna be way above 15 gold, right? Even the cheapest. So if you're in it, once again, it's most likely gonna be the case of if you put any gold upgrades on the car, you're not gonna get it back unless you go all the way. So be prepared. And then 25 gold for 50% completion. So that adds up to what, 40 gold, right? And then that's tier 8, 2 gold trophies. So you don't necessarily have to complete the tier 8. But as I said, you're in it to win it. And then the tier 12, you need 1 gold trophy to claim that 75% completion, which is 30 gold, but that's really all, just chump change along the way. What we're really looking for is, of course, the 100% completion reward, which is the extra 50 gold at the end, plus the car, which is worth 750 gold. So here's my prediction for the upgrade cost on this car. Now, you add the cost of the car and the reward from this limited time series, right? So we're adding 750 plus 120, which means it's going to be 870 total, and we divide that in half, which equals 435. And I am going with my prediction is this car's upgrade to meet the PR requirement of 88.6, which we will confirm in a second. It'll cost us about 435 gold, give and take a few, but that's my bold prediction here. So let's find out if that is going to be the case. So I will use the gold here to get it done right away, as always. It's 120 gold reward. And of course, you get to win the car. So it is just like the Chiron Sport that we, if you have run through the Speed Rush Challenge Season 4, then you know how the sport version of this car runs. But yeah, this one does not have a spoiler, right? So, all right. Base PR 77.1, and we can customize it. All right, the full complement. But we'll talk about that another time. For now, let's check out the PR requirement and cost of upgrades, upgrade scheme, and all that stuff that we normally talk about in these videos, right? So Daytona International Speedway, Cup race, rolling start most likely, 3 laps, and more importantly, the PR requirement, 88.5. So it's slightly less than what they have published on their site. So okay, we don't mind that. Lower PR is good for the requirement, since every PR point is gonna cost us, right? All right, so let's check out and this car's base PR is 77.1, as you can see, and it goes all the way up to 92.2, which is very similar to most recently this car, not in this upgrade but previous upgrade, the IMSA prototypes. The PR range is somewhat comparable. If that's the case, the cost of the car might be somewhat comparable as well in terms of upgrades. So in fact, let me pull that data up real quick here. Let's take a look at Cadillac, for example. The first tier cash upgrade, racing dollar upgrade, was 130. Okay. How about and it was 12 hours, 123,600. Are they actually identical? Body, 98,200. So far they are identical. Suspension, 113,300. Okay, so this is very interesting. Exhaust, 112,000. Brakes, 86.6K. And then tires and wheels, 104,000. Oh, look at that. It is identical. Huh. All right. So the first tier of racing dollar upgrades are exactly the same. And let's see. We need to start from 77.1, and we need to go up to what was the number again? 88.6 or 88.5, right? So that is 11.4 PR point. So if we go with the like 3 upgrades across the board, then the 21 upgrade scheme, right? That would mean each tier should give us the PR boost of somewhere around, well, slightly less than 4 point, right? Because obviously 4 point would give us boost of 12. We don't quite need full 12, but somewhat close to it. So yeah, slightly under 4 point is what we're looking for. So here, once again, I'll use gold and get it done right away. And it looks like the second tier upgrades are all gonna be gold. All right. So far, yep, second tier upgrades are gold here. All right. Brakes, same. Tires and wheels. All right, so, and that does bring the PR up to 80.9. So we started at 77.1. So that is about what we expect, slightly under the 4 point PR boost, right? So let's see. So with the 7 upgrades, it brings our PR up to 80.9. All right, and then we're expecting these gold upgrades. The second tier gold upgrades are gonna bring the PR up to about 85 and change, maybe. But more importantly, let's see how much these are gonna cost. So, yeah, not cheap. Not the most expensive, but not cheap either. I mean, this is about what I think we expect nowadays, right? So 75 gold for the second tier engine upgrade. Drivetrain is going to be 70. Okay, I got my calculator here, so let me punch in these numbers so I can add them up at the end and see what I end up with. Okay, so body 55 gold, and suspension we got 65, and then the exhaust is it going to be another 65? Yep. All right, and then brakes 50. All right, and then tires and wheels 60 gold, and that equals to be 440 gold. So I was pretty close. I said 435 gold, give and take a few. So few in this case would be 5 gold. So that's not too bad, if I may say so myself. But now the PR of the car is up to 84.7 with these gold upgrades, right? So let's document that in here. Now we gotta, and the third tier upgrades all 1 day R&D, the wait time. So we are on track to hit the target, I think. 88.5 or 88.6, depending on how it's going to turn out. And here, let me go back to my upgrade sheet for the old Cadillac and see if these upgrade costs are comparable. So the third tier engine upgrade for Cadillac costed $298,900 racing dollars and 1 day R&D time. That's identical. All right, so we'll get that. And then how about drivetrain? That's $287,100. That is identical as well. What do you know? And body costed $220,900. Yep, exactly. All right, and suspension $254,900. Yeah, that's identical. All the gold racing dollar upgrades are exactly the same. And Cadillac costed 495 gold. So that obviously the gold upgrade, the second tier gold upgrades were a little bit more pricier than this car. But the way it's looking, the racing dollar upgrades are exactly the same amount. So exhaust $252,100. That's same as well. Brakes, third tier upgrade was $194,900. Look at that. And then finally, yeah, it does bring the PR exactly up to 88.5. So they must, maybe they adjusted afterwards, or maybe it's just a typo. That happens, right? And $233,900 racing dollars. So that's exactly same as well. And that does bring your car's PR up to the required number, which is 88.5, not 88.6. So don't let them fool you. Okay, so 21 upgrades is what you're gonna need. 3 upgrades across the board, and it will cost you 435 gold. 120 of which you do get back. So I guess, if you're thinking net cost of the car is 320 gold. So that's about what you expect to pay for these cars, right? So anyway, and then this car is featured in the new bonus series in your career under Legend section, Chiron Showcase. And that series, of course, features this car and the Chiron Sport that you can win, or you might have already won. through that Speed Rush TV Challenge Season 4 special event. So, the gold reward or the series completion reward for that bonus series is mere 80 gold. So, it's a bonus series. So the payout is rarely ever that great. And the PR requirement to 100% complete that bonus series is 93.5, and that is beyond this car's max PR. So, in a way, this car is, I'm assuming, not necessary unless they have some sort of a showcase event that only this car. I'm assuming there probably is showcase event that only 2017 Chiron can do, like time trial and showcase, right? Which means you do need both cars to 100% complete the series. That's my guess. And if you don't win either of these cars, then you can unlock that bonus series through winning 28 trophies in Zenith Legends, which is a main career series in your Legends section. Anyway, enough of that. Let's jump into talk about the series itself here, limited time series that is. So Tier 1, Speed Snap at Circuit of the Americas Club Circuit. We got Endurance at Le Mans, the 24-hour circuit, not the Bugatti circuit. And then we got Cup at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit, probably a couple of laps. Oh no, it's just a single lapper. All right. That's fine. Short races are welcome, especially for these limited time series, since we have so many of them. Moving on, Tier 2, we got head-to-head at Daytona Motorcycle Course. Most likely it's going to be a race, rolling start, single lapper. And we got a Hunter at Formula E New York Circuit. And then to wrap up Tier 2, you got a Cup at Dynamic Circuit of Porsche Test Track. That's got to be a multiple lapper. Okay, 2 laps, that's not too bad. And the PR requirement is 79.3, so obviously, as always, you're going to need a few of those first tier upgrades done to get through the Tier 2. And Tier 3, we got Autocross at Suzuka Grand Prix, Elimination at Silverstone Grand Prix, and the Cup is going to be at Spa. That has to be a single lapper, and it is with a PR requirement of 80.3. So PR requirement, let's see, what was the 80.9 is what you can get with the first tier racing dollars alone. So they're gonna place this just behind that, most likely like 81.2, I'm assuming. But before we get there, here we got Speed Snap at Melbourne in Tier 4. We got a drag race at, well, does it really matter where it is? In my opinion, I don't think it really matters. But it's going to be at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix. It's always at Grand Prix. And then we got a Cup. Let's see, is that going to be 81.2 or 81.3? 0.2 maybe? Oh, it's 0.1. But really doesn't matter, does it? It is just beyond the reach of racing dollar upgrades. So yes, no free gold reward for you in this event, which is pretty typical. I mean, come on, really? Would it really hurt that bad to let us have, if you don't have enough gold to put enough upgrades, how about let us have at least a little bit, right? For either players that are new or that just does not spend nearly as much time. So you don't have as much resources. But apparently, no, that's not going to be the case. They're shutting the door hard. Anyway, moving on. Tier 5, we got Hunter at Catalunya Grand Prix, Endurance at Brands Hatch, and the Cup here is at Dubai Grand Prix single lapper with the PR requirement of 81.9. All right, Tier 6 speed record at Berlin. That's cool. That's I feel like we already know where the fastest section of that track is by going through the special event, right? Because we had that one event where we had to hit a top speed of a certain number. I don't exactly remember off the top of my head, but if you play through it, you know it. It's like a 3-lapper, and they made it sound like you only had to hit it once, but no, you had to hit it like 3 times the top speed, that is. So, wasn't too bad compared to the last stage, especially. Anyway, we got autocross at Hong Kong. This is like all Formula E. What's with that? And then the cup to get past Tier 6 is gonna be at Hockenheim National. Short 2 laps, all right. With this car, that's got to be done pretty quickly, right? I mean, look at that top speed, 446 kph. And the acceleration, 0 to 100, 2.18 seconds. That is fast. And then 1.63 G. So I'm anticipating it'll handle very similar to the sport version. Maybe a little bit looser. We'll see. Anyway, PR requirement is going to be 82.6. All right. Tier 7. This is what we need to claim 50% completion. We got drag race at the Brickyard, elimination at Mazda Raceway, and the cup is going to be at Silverstone Bridge Grand Prix. 2 laps with the PR requirement of 83.2. All right. And then Tier 8, we've got Hunter at Nürburgring Grand Prix, Speed Snap at Catalunya Club Circuit, and the cup is going to be at Mount Panorama, Bathurst. 2 laps? Yes. And the PR requirement is going to be 83.9. So remember, with the second tier gold upgrades all done, so the 14 upgrades done, the PR was up to 84.7. And if past is any indicator of the future, or present for that matter, then 14 upgrades should get us into tier 10, and that's about where we'll get stuck. So tier 9, we got an autocross at Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix, head-to-head at Monza Road Course, and then cup is going to be at the new Bugatti circuit, 3-lapper, and the PR requirement is 84.5. So that is just below the second tier gold upgrades. So if you're rushing through this event, this is about as far as you're going to be able to go before that 1 day R&D time kind of slows you down here for that 3rd tier upgrades, because the tier 10 cup race at Red Bull Ring is going to require some of those to be done, right? But anyway, we got endurance at Dubai International Circuit, and speed record at Hong Kong, and the cup is, as I said, Red Bull Ring Grand Prix, 3 laps, and the PR requirement is going to be 85.1. So at this point, you're going to need some of those racing dollar upgrade, the 3rd tier 1 day wait time upgrades to be done by this point, so you can get past the tier 10. And then tier 11, elimination at Hockenheim Grand Prix, drag race at Daytona Speedway, and the cup is going to be at Suzuka West, 4-lapper with the PR requirement of 85.8. Yeah, so I mean, only thing that I've noticed that might pose a, if you're like running through this series without servicing your car, are really drag races. Like speed related events at Daytona can be a little bit tricky, but so far I haven't There hasn't been any, right? And okay, I'm just gonna go with that. I don't remember. Tier 12, we got Hunter at Porsche Test Track Long Road Circuit. And the head-to-head is going to be a Brands Hatch single lapper. So that's going to be pretty quick. And then we got a cup at the National Circuit of the Americas. 4 laps with the PR requirement of 86.4. And moving on, Tier 13, we got Speed Record at Melbourne, Speed Snap at New York, and Cup at Mazda Raceway, 4 laps with the PR requirement of 87.1. And then Tier 14, the penultimate tier, we got Autocross at Spa, Elimination at Silverstone International Circuit, and the Cup at Catalunya National, 5 laps with the PR requirement of 87.8. And then finally, the last tier, Tier 15, we got Endurance at Dubai National, head-to-head at Nürburgring Grand Prix, single lapper. And as we checked in earlier, we got a 3-lapper Daytona Road Course Cup rolling start, most likely, with a PR requirement of course, 88.5. So there you have it. So that does it for this video. So good luck with your quest running through the series to win this car. Once again, the cost of the upgrade is going to be 440 gold and whatever racing dollar it's going to cost. Yeah, so, and you get of course 120 of it back. But yeah, so all right, so hope you guys found the information useful, and yeah, enjoy. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.